Hello there guys, welcome to The Witcher 3. Bear with me 1 second. Just have motion blur off as well. Look at us with our Birdman mask. How long will I be able to bear keeping the mask on before I rip it off in disgust?
You'd normally pay for that. We can go at it here, not my place.
Maybe I should recruit the jugglers. We're gonna need jugglers. Crusty jugglers.
Oh, pardon me. God, it's everywhere. I see it all around.
Crusty jugglers. Yes. Welcome in, El Hag. Were you here when I said that, or did you just happen to say that as well?
Look all pretty suspicious to me. Protects us. Gives monsters the shits.
If so, then great minds think alike.
So, how you go with this thing? I was gonna bet up one your own business. Will, save me. I'm dying.
You were typing it before I said it.
Nice tune. Damn, I'm sad though.
Then it successfully conveys my mood. What do you seek here?
Crusty jugglers, please.
Looking for the puffins. Have I found them?
Loot. Nice.
Think there's been a mistake.
Sorry. Thought our landlord had hired another thug to collect from us.
Don't want any coin from you. In fact, I'm willing to pay you, provided you agree to get the word out about Madame Irina's new play.
Oh, afraid that's impossible. Ever since we premiered our fateful ballad about Holy Hemelfart, who his faith ignores, gorges himself, diddles old whores, Fatso's gang has been harassing us incessantly.
Fatso's gang?
Common thugs in the church's pay. City's full of gangs like that now.
They threatened me, sir. Said they round off her pointy ears.
I love that mask
with a
though.
carving knife.
They don't
Well, I
let
was
us
I was about to say,
Chase away
like, what do we think about the
spectators,
mask?
steal our
Is
instruments.
it
Lately they've taken to lurking outside.
is it
our town.
overstaying its welcome?
We're at wit's end. No clue what to do.
All right.
It's very
Say
appropriate
I
here.
get Fatso and
That's
his
true.
boys to leave you alone. Will you publicize Irina's play then?
Of course. But you shan't find it easy. There's no talking to that lot.
I'm not a great talker anyway.
Great voice though. I've got a level up point. Spend it, spend it. If you were going to encounter a juggler, you'd want a mask that intimidates theirs. True.
Right, Fatso, look what we got here. Is it just me, or you got cat eyes?
Right, he does. Stray cat must have fucked his mum.
No, I should have got a mask that covers my eyes.
What you doing in the city of eternal fire, cat shit?
Leave the puffins alone.
Worms that insulted Hierarch Emelfart, called him an whoremonger. I'd sooner snuff out the holy flame itself. Tell them fucking poets to come down here. Shove their fruits up their blaspheming arseholes.
Yeah, to play a different tune then, every time they fought.
Leave the puffins alone.
Aye, we will. Alone.
What the hell?
Black magic! He's a fucking witch! Get him!
Okay, we can do it this way too. Oh, I want to kill you all.
Ah, what a sight! You really showed them. 1-2 over the back, then pow, right in the noggin.
I'll finally be able to
Right
leave
at the
my
kisser.
home without hiding beneath a hood. Thank you very much.
Come on, it was nothing.
Oh, it was something, all right. I don't dare think we've forgotten our promise. We'll strip our voices ragged praising Arena's new play.
How much will I owe you?
Not a copper. Helped us out. See no reason why we shouldn't help you. Get half of town to come to the play. Wait and see.
So quick.
He told you they'd
preparations, and
call
we'll be
you
out
out
on
of the
streets.
magic if there was more
Kill
than
the
one folk
rats.
around. It's true, yeah. It's definitely more dodgy. It's definitely more suspicious to do it in front of other people. It still lets you try to do it a lot of the time though, even if it doesn't always work. All's well that ends well anyway.
Got my eye on you.
I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you.
No loitering round here.
Alright, prepare to dock. I hear Henry Cavill was a big fan of The Witcher before he did the show. I wonder if he played this game. He probably did. It's good to know that they got a guy that is, you know, versed in the lore to play the character. I have seen little bits of the show and it looks like he does a good job.
Good fight. Some nice footwork there.
Challenging me, or is it hell you want to face? A Witcher versus the Beast of Metina. Killer Instinct versus Primal Rage.
Wait a minute, Killer Instinct and Primal Rage, those were both arcade games, arcade fighting games from the 90s. Both good as well.
Like to hire you to help out. We're staging a play.
Need us to kick some ass on
Not to keep bringing it up, but Pedro
Actually want you to
Pascal
usher
played the game
Make
before he
sure
did
no
Last of
one's
Us.
ass gets kicked on stage or off.
got the
Yeah,
right
I,
man.
I think it's good to do the
Asking is
research.
what we do.
Some people are like, well, no, I want to go in completely, like, fresh and do it my way, but I think you should... If it's a pre-establishing franchise, if it's a pre-established franchise, you definitely want to do your research, I think.
I pay well. Stand to make more than you do here.
Expecting trouble? Well, we need to bust some heads.
Can't rule it out. Bricks could start flying. Heard that from a reliable
Disrespectful
source.
to the original fans, exactly.
Want to smash some bricklayers? Oh, he does, he does. Oh, I don't know my own brother. Give me that coin. And don't fret. We'll be there before any of the dancing starts.
I think, at the very least, you want to be respectful to the original fans. Even if you end up getting, you know, new fans in, you don't make it just, you know, trying to appeal just to new fans. That doesn't make sense. It'd be like not reading the book before doing a book-based movie adaptation, right?
Now with a man large away, though. If luck look, how would I know?
In the Silent Hill movie, they changed the little girl's name from Cheryl to Sharon, which is stupid because it's a change that new people won't notice, but old people will, and the only effect it'll have is it'll make the older fans pissed off for no discernible reason. So yeah, you want to make sure you don't do stupid things like that as well in your adaptations, I would say. Don't change things if it's not necessary. Or if it's not justified in any way. That is asinine, yeah. Asinine, as the AVGN would say.
Ah, there you are.
Managed to hire some ushers.
But I obviously
That's
know
one
you do
matter
have to
resolved.
change some things when it comes to adapting. Otherwise it wouldn't be
Wanted to talk
adapting,
about
would
the
it?
text itself.
It'd just be literally translating.
It's not at all badly written. In fact, I quite like it. I was willing to relax my standards to help Dudu, but we may have something very interesting here. I've very clear ideas who to cast as the servant, the Witcher, and the Queen, but I'm not certain who should play the prince and the princess.
So who do you see playing the Doppler Prince?
I'm finding it hard to decide between two candidates. Abelard Ritzer would be the safer bet. He's been part of our troupe for ages, has flawless technique, but he doesn't exactly captivate the crowds.
Who's your other option?
Maxim Bollier, outstanding actor, and audiences love him, but sadly I can never be sure he'll show up sober, or that he'll show up at all.
Let's get that guy then.
Let's risk it and give the role to Maxim.
He's had a good spell of late, so maybe he won't let us down.
Let's get the Oliver Reed of acting.
So, about the princess. Small part, but an important one. Any idea who could play her?
Priscilla would be the obvious choice. She's young and beautiful, yet I do have more stage experience.
Oh, experienced older woman.
Role's yours. Talent and experience trump looks in my book.
I'm honored.
I'd have said that a little bit more tactfully, but Ritzer lacking Riz is just
Who's playing the Witcher?
An amateur. It'll be my first time working with him, but I'm confident he'll pull it off.
Newcomer to the troupe?
In a sense. Oh, stop pretending you don't know. I'm talking about you.
You what?
I'm no actor. Might not have noticed, but I'm a little low on emotional expression.
But you're
But
playing a
that's
Witcher.
perfect. After all, you're to play the Witcher, not the princess. Besides, you must appear on stage. Dudu must see you. It's the crux of this entire endeavor.
You're right. Just never thought I'd have to do something like this.
You'll be fine.
He's negging her to get a chance. That's true.
Great sword in hand, furl your brow, make some threatening faces, then deliver.
I always
a few
forget the
lines in a
negging.
gravelly voice. Think you can manage?
That's why I'll never be a pickup artist.
All right. Got the cast figured out.
It seems so. Prepared to plunge headlong into your career as a mama?
A mama sounds like someone that sleeps with mature women, doesn't it? A mama.
We can start anytime, even now.
Ryan doesn't
Well,
forget
we've no
her.
time to lose. Come to the stage.
Zoltan, what are you doing here?
Bessie told me you like to putting on a play.
We learned that
You
yesterday.
playing the lead.
I'm not the lead.
Oh, I thought to myself, I'd sooner shave my beard than miss that. Tell me, Witcher.
Yeah, Ryan's got quite a good memory.
Calm
I would
down.
say.
You must focus your mind before you go on stage.
Remembers things that I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, most honorable citizens of the hallowed city of Novigrad, welcome. We have for you an exquisite comedy. Its title, A Changeling Rescued, or The Witcher's Triumph. The players, Witcher Geralt as himself, Katarina as the Queen, Leo Raib as the humble servant, appearing as the Prince, the delight of audiences far and wide, Maxime Bollier. And as the Princess, renowned artiste, beloved queen of the stage, Irina Reynard.
Majesty, the Monster Slayer awaits. Your summons he's answered and stands at the gates.
Show him in. I must speak to the man. But first, some wine to steady my hand. Witcher, your task is a matter most tender. A monster shall show at tonight's feastly splendor. Stand guard, beware, kill the beast if he shows. Your reward you'll receive on my finest pillows.
Ooh.
I kill monsters for pleasure, and no man is my measure.
Oh,
He's
fucked that up.
swallowed the bait, this fool of a Witcher. I'll ensure the foul bow reveals his true figure. The monster revealed, the Witcher shall strike. The beast will he slay, thrust his head on a pike.
Ah, my child will pity her love, this beast. Though at least, ere he goes, he'll enjoy a last feast.
They're hating this.
Gathered are we, a host.
We've got to turn this around.
To celebrate this day, the princesses.
What about you, Ryan? Oh, you were talking about how you're a
No
pickup artist
monster do I see or hear.
who doesn't forget to neg.
Maybe he hid in the cellar. Or a barrel of beer.
My dear, long have we hid our love's tender
You learned from the best.
months. I held back my loins, heart desires. Tonight shall it end. Be my wife. That's my plea. And then I shall pluck your ripe virginity.
Oh, darling, I will, I will, I will.
Wait, with wine must we toast this moment.
So who's the best nigger? Is that off the top of my head? Arnold Schwarzenegger is the only nigger that comes to mind.
It's not wine, but a brew spiked with silver. My bowels contract, a foul beast to deliver.
Clipped.
Hark, 'tis no prince, but a Doppler imposter.
I said nigger quite clearly.
Seems men's hearts can love, for changelings foster.
Behold, Witcher, the beast of which I spoke. Unleash your sword. Let fly the killing stroke.
Stop. Stop. Beast or man.
He said it again.
My betrothed.
Uh-oh.
Sheath your blades, fear a Doppler.
Career over.
'Tis a thing most foolish. Changing one's shape does not make one ghoulish. Remember, 'tis not flesh a monster makes. But a heart that is base, such as in this knave aches.
Witcher, 'tis true. This wretch's foul suspicions tainted my mind with this plan so malicious. The Doppler must live. My daughter he'll wed. Beast or man, she loves him truly, without dread.
'Tis our tale's end, good folk, and its moral is this.
Nigger.
Show love for Dopplers, as well as
Not
for
even
fish.
nigger. Come on, man. Sorry, I'll put the soft A on it next time.
But you, foul page, in chains you shall end.
Guard! Call the guard! Remove the traitor at once!
Hey, hear the princess's command? Come up here.
Come on then, governor. Up you go. On stage.
But the answer is a lag. Oh. Shots fired.
Don't be afraid. In the end, everyone will live happily ever after.
Complimentary shots, of course.
Doppler and princess wed the same night. The servant's heart melted. He wept at the sight.
Dopplers to the stake! Burn them all!
Give it a rest, mate. Can't you see it's all in fun? This is a comedy. A ghoul could play the prince. Lighten up, for God's sake.
We can stay jealous of your Riz. Very jealous.
Geralt, you recognized me. How'd you do it?
Greetings, Dudu. Heard about that souvenir Whoreson left on your face.
So, you know everything? Have you seen Ciri?
No. Still looking for her.
Geralt! Masterful. You did great. Haven't they laughed that hard in ages? Lads won't believe it when I tell them.
Explain one thing to me. How'd you and Dandelion manage to displease Reuven, Whoreson, and the Temple Guard all at the same time?
It's not as if we planned it.
Why didn't you find Priscilla or the Mummers? Contact them.
I came to a few performances, different shape each time, but I dared not show myself. Feared I'd put them at risk. Then I got word of a new mummy.
Saw it as my chance to learn something, anything, about Ciri and Dandelion.
I know Ciri went back to Horson's to get you. How'd you manage to escape?
I ran after her, wanting to keep up, but I'd have been a hindrance. She called out to me and treated me to shapeshift and disappear. I tried to find them, Ciri and Dandelion. It was as if they turned to vapour. Fearing for my life, I shifted each day, becoming someone else. Even considered turning into Ciri to trick her pursuers, but...
Slow down, Marmalade.
Well, that would have panned out very badly for you, wouldn't it? If you'd done that.
When did you last see Cirilla?
Basically just suiciding yourself.
A while, yeah.
For me, likewise. Must be a full-grown lass by now. Do us a wee favour. Show us Ciri for a moment.
Geralt?
Yeah, go on.
Transform. Change into her.
Nice.
I feel strange. Both of you staring at me bug-eyed. Is that enough?
You sense Mitch is more gnome than dwarf. I don't know what that means. I'm not even gonna read into the implications.
Not angry with me, are you, Geralt?
No.
I feel relieved.
And Dandelion? Were you able to find him?
Witch hunters nabbed him, but there's good news too. Menga's dead.
Ugh, a fiend. Good thing someone finally killed it, though another
Build-wise,
just as bad or worse
right.
would likely take its place.
Wouldn't be so quick to assume. Got a feeling it could be a decent fellow.
What's he talking about?
We think we can free Dandelion. Just need your help.
What could I do?
Take on Menga's appearance, then go and give the order for Dandelion to be moved to Oxenfurt.
We'll lie in ambush in a ravine en route. Spring Dandelion from the convoy when it rolls by.
Wait, not so fast. How am I to be Menga? And I've no notion where Dandelion's being held.
Listen, you'll manage. Everybody believes Menga's missing. You can make up any story you want.
My lads and me will lie in ambush in the ravine. Geralt will then join us and we'll await word from you.
But how am I to contact you as Menga? Send word that the convoy's left.
You'll need to figure that out. Come on, Guile's your middle name.
And we'll be waiting for you, Geralt.
Yeah, see you in the ravine.
Whoa, wait!
Is a gnome smaller than a
What
dwarf?
happens after? I hope you don't expect me to continue as Menga, live like Chappelle, burning the occasional heretic to keep up appearances?
No. Once it's over, we expect to see you at the Rosemary in time, where we'll all meet.
To get pissed like wild badgers. So, settled? Let's get to work.
You think so? Yeah.
Not bad.
Generally
not bad at all for your
speaking.
first time out. Just a few minor trip-ups.
The performance in general, what did you think?
I doubt the audience understood it all, but that's to be expected.
Are gnomes actually folklore, or are they just ornamental?
Quite the crowd. Such
I'm
a
assuming
shame
they are
Maxim went
based on
stage
some kind
inebriated
of
after all. Some of the crowd demanded refunds.
folklore, but
Here you are. Your fee.
I'm
I must admit
used
your
to the garden
style of
gnomes.
mumming, well, it's quite minimalist. Did you study anywhere?
At Kaer Morhen. Minimum expression means maximum effect. Thanks for the coin. Take care now.
Was a gnome in folklore? Is it like a tiny goblin?
Did you see those poor wretches who fled Velen?
I'm gonna guess that's like a Germanic thing. Used to the garden gnomes is a wild thing to say. See a lot of garden gnomes in England.
Your very presence is an affront to the eternal fire.
No, I'm gonna take this mask off. We've had our fun with the mask. It's a funny joke keeping the mask on all the time, but the joke's on me because I kind of get sick of looking at it.
Grey hair, come here.
You mean the statuary? The statuary gnomes.
What is it?
We've a problem, Master Witcher. Mate of ours got injured, and we can't seem to find him. Poor lad could bleed to death. You track many a monster.
Yeah, in England it's quite common to put little gnome people in your garden to decorate it. They tend to get like vandalised or nicked though, so you don't see them that often. But it's not uncommon to see garden gnomes decorative.
Poor lad needs help.
Need some kind of lead first.
People collect them.
Clues?
Yeah.
Better for keeping in your back garden though.
Came out of the sewers.
Definitely.
Sewers. Should be an easy scent to follow.
I think we had a little gnome out for a while.
Won't be easy to find mages.
Easier than you think. You just need to set the proper beds. Meaning? Start a rumor that your father's here. Draw your weapon.
Keeping the gnome in the back garden.
You shall not have it easy this time.
Brought friends.
There's nothing sexual about that comment.
Honor too.
No, they defend justice. For it is only fair you face a threesome.
Is that so?
Yes, for you are a rogue and a cheat, sir. You never revealed yourself to be a witcher.
The rules never said I had to reveal myself.
You'd better go home. Get some sleep.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
Wise words. Don't know about you two, but I'm feeling a bit sleepy.
Yeah. We're done here.
I guess it'll work on all of them if they're weak-willed enough.
Wouldn't idea. Witcher got it wrong.
Oh. What? One quest failed out of 1,000. What you doing? Nice.
What say you we are over to?
You're toxic, mate. Welcome in, buddy. I hope the day is treating you well. Yeah, I'm sure since I upgraded this armor I gained a new, like, spiky Mad Max shoulder pad thing going on. Pretty sure I didn't have that before I upgraded this armor. So I hope it keeps getting cooler looking. Strange question, but by any chance did it smell like poo outside for you earlier this week? Yeah, but it always does, you know what I mean? It's the countryside, isn't it? That's the smell of the countryside. It's good for you, that is.
Seems everything's ready. Aye. Soon as we catch sight of them, we'll block the road against the whole unit if need be. And, you know, I think it's a great plan all round, and I'm always glad to help. And it's not like I'm not eager to crack some...
Because it did everywhere you were, but it was brutal. Ah, damn.
Wouldn't it have been easier to have...
You got any farms? Got any farms nearby you? Because sometimes the wind carries it, doesn't it? Or you can have, like, I guess you could have sewer problems as well. What's going on in England? In England we have farms, and if there's a farm, sometimes farms smell like fucking shit. And then that smell can carry with wind. That's what's happening. Didn't you have lingering smells of shit in America?
This ambush is simpler, because Menge was already planning to move Dandelion to Oxenfurt. Dudu just needs to confirm...
You are familiar with farms, but damn.
If you release Dandelion, you need to explain why. Probably raise suspicions in the process.
No window now as well as that contributed to it, yeah.
Priscilla, what are you doing here?
Some child brought a note from Dudu.
Also there was visible fog. Not the poo fog.
I can't stand it.
Not the poo gas.
Worrying about Dandelion.
Never fear, my dear. You'll get your warbler back. Just hope he's got his cabbages.
Warbler, I hardly know her.
In the presence of a lady.
Go back to town.
Please, I shan't be any trouble.
Oh, come on, Geralt. Leave it go. Let her stay. Look at her, all weepy-eyed, like my Mudsey with his guts knotted up.
Fine, she can stay. On one condition.
I know, as soon as the fighting starts, I'm to stand at a distance.
Not much happening just yet. And it'll be some time before it does.
Well, how about a game of Gwent?
No.
Don't really feel like it. You two play.
No fucking Gwent.
Right. We know the basics, that's clear. Now we can play for real.
They're coming! They're coming now!
Priscilla, stay here.
Damn. Bonk. Yeah. That was really unfortunate for him.
Dandelion. Damn it.
Go after him. Leave these here to us.
Run, Roach.
Shit, lost him. Gotta look for tracks. Road through here.
Oh jeez.
Are deep. Horse was carrying a heavy load.
Yeah, it was. Just ask Catherine the Great. Allegedly. I'm gonna take that horse to an old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Wouldn't think it's 4 AM, would you? No, I was thinking that before when I was playing this, that it doesn't quite accurately reflect that 4 AM feeling sometimes when you're out and about. I don't think it's ever been this light at 4 AM, has it? Unless you live in, what, Alaska or something. The Antarctica. It's pretty early in Zelda as well. Ah, rip off. What a rip off. I think that's what I don't like about the new Zeldas, is they feel more like other games than Zelda usually used to feel, right? Zelda used to feel like its own unique game and its own unique engine, and now it's going to play like a lot of other games. So that does make me a bit sad. But I'm sure it's a great game.
Right through here. 2 men, one slung over the saddle like a sack.
But it has lost some of its uniqueness.
Turned left there. But 'twere a wench you were carrying, swear it on me head, squealing and whittling so.
Well, they changed it up again. Well, I gotta keep doing it, I suppose. As long as they don't, you know, let it get stagnant, that's the main thing, I guess. Majora's Mask 2. That'd be good. No, I mean they should do something that's like spiritually Majora's Mask 2. I guess you could say Twilight Princess was sort of that. Just do that though. Do a Dark Zelda game. I like it when they do the moody emo Zeldas. They changed the format for the newest game, style of the characters too. Good to know.
Their horse collapsed. Can't be far.
What the hell's afoot here?
Femboy Link. Nice. Twink.
Sit there. There, I said, and shut it. All right. All right.
A twink to the past.
What is it?
You tell me. One of them hunters barged into our hut, turned us out before we could so much as fart in protest.
There another man with him? Tall, dark-haired?
Aye, jabbering the whole time.
Dandelion. So, hunters barricaded themselves inside? There another way in?
Truth be told, there is.
And he's just sort of best friends with Zelda.
Want to get rid of this hunter or not?
Honest? It's see all gone.
To be fair though, in most of the games he's just best friends with Zelda and they rarely actually seal the deal, do they?
Thanks.
It's disappointing.
Sit there. There, I said, and shut it. All right. All right. So what then? How long do you think we've been speaking about? Quiet. Don't worry about me. I'll be quiet.
So I mean, they left it open that Link could be gay in almost all of the games, as far as I recall. If that's something that matters to you. Oh, he might be gay. Oh, I love that he might be gay. Use the horse to barge down the door. That'd actually work, yeah. If only this was Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, but I also realized that this was nothing to you. Whereas a lot, like I said, 100 gold ingots. 100 gold ingots. No more, no less. Or I'm not Julian Alfred Tankrat Viscount Gillette home. Viscount? Come on. Everybody calls you Dandelion. That, my friend, is what we call anything like it. I can't expect me to reveal my full title for every joyful idiot I run across. Now, if you could just run fine, you know what water is. Very water. Might not be more than Sergeant today, but water. Quiet. Stop the head. What? No, you see, me and Dad, we don't.
Right there. Tied him up pretty quickly. I think he was already tied up. I think he just gagged him.
Geralt, must you ruin everything? I had him just where I wanted him. It is good to see you, friend. Been a while since you were last in Novigrad. What's...
Come on, we'll talk outside.
Priscilla! What are you doing here?
You alright?
Do you guys find it weird when you see like people dressed in Renaissance like clothing but they're speaking with American accents? Because there is something a bit strange about that to me.
I had a plan all set, but then Geralt...
It's weird to see someone who looks like William Shakespeare but then speaks with an American accent, if you know what I mean.
Seeing how you're here, you haven't seen her? Well, I don't know where she is.
When did you last see her?
We were on Temple Isle.
This game is full of that, obviously. Just saying, does that ever come across strange? You cover, you used to it because of Renaissance festivals. Yeah, but doesn't it make it feel like a Renaissance festival? Then doesn't that take away the realism for you? I mean, I know there's not like loads of realism in this game, but you know what I mean. Like, doesn't that remove you, like, suspension of disbelief wise, if you're thinking about, yeah, just like goofy medieval times or whatever it's called. Didn't the American accent come from East Midlands accent at the time or something? I've no idea. The magic doesn't bother you either. Yeah, I can take your point. I can definitely understand. I mean, it doesn't bother me hugely, but besides, sometimes it feels a little bit strange. Pilgrims and that. Yeah, I mean, probably a little bit, yeah. But I don't think the accent stayed the same the whole time. Obviously. Anti-American Daryl is good. No, I'm just saying, like, it's weird to see it in, like, because America didn't exist back in the days where you'd see this kind of aesthetic. I mean, it did exist, but not in its current form. Did Native American people have the same accents as American people would have now? Like, were
Siri, over here, quick!
would there be Native American people going around going, "Hey, so you're a wise guy, see? Hey, hey, Toots, how's it going, Toots? You're one ring-a-ding-dame." Was there Native American people saying that sort of shit in that accent?
Dandelion!
Love that this game just has Stockholm sound effects. Why not? He wants to start the weekend beefing with his core demographic. I don't know, I'm just...
Siri! Siri? Damn it! Arrest that man!
You don't think they really associated with Europeans and that's they probably sounded like John Redcorn, if you ask me.
What an adventure.
I mean,
one minute we were pulling off the heist of the century, the next we were prey.
I thought the accent, I thought accents was more to do with like where you were geographically.
I think I've had my fill of this boasting. Come, Zoltan.
But maybe that's not the case.
Gave me enough material for
Maybe it is to do with what you're hearing on a regular basis, I suppose. I don't know. I guess what we're now establishing is I don't understand how accents work.
Right. Best bit's when the guard draped you over his saddle like a sack of corn. Stands to make you a fortune.
Time will tell. You're getting to be grumpy in your old age.
I'm just worried.
About who? Ciri? Have a little faith, Geralt. You have any idea how she fights? The girl can take care of herself, believe me. Anyway, she's got to come back for that little box. The trinket that started it all.
Mean this?
You get it from Orson?
Whoa, Ciri'll be overjoyed. Orson, on the other hand, has got to be pretty furious.
Ciri ever tell you what this is?
I want to stress I don't mean any harm.
Why'd she go to him?
I'm merely
She went to
asking
Orson because I took her there.
asking questions though.
Could have guessed that was your idea.
What? Her magic bauble was broken. Orson had access to the mages who could fix it. Besides, she needed help deciphering a curse. It's incantation.
Know any more about the curse? Something specific, a detail.
I need to know where these accents came from.
Well, I know the words.
You're kidding.
No, they were Elven. Ciri was constantly repeating them to herself. Probably not to forget. Went like this. Vafile Elaine, Kiadmil Foli. Gladev Dorn Ep Tenaid, Bundro Isne Iakas.
Doesn't mean a thing to me.
Even less to me.
She slipped away again. I was so close.
She came here from Velen. Somebody there helped her, apparently. Maybe she went back.
Doubt it. Talked to the Baron there. He's the one helped Ciri. Said she rode off to Novigrad to look for Yen and me. And Yen's in Skellige, looking into traces she thinks Ciri left behind
Accents
there.
are a melding of how you speak with your
Skellige?
people
Skellige.
and mirroring other people's
took
accents
Dandelion.
to relate to
Now
them.
it's my turn to talk to Dandelion.
And I'll gladly have a go at him when you're done. Let's get back to the Rosemary in time.
Well, I've certainly had my share of excitement for one day. A juicy roast in a soft bed with fluffy pillows. I think that's the least I owed.
What do you
We
mean,
haven't
my
seen each
people?
other, Talked in ages. Consider dropping by if you're in the area.
I'm sure to be by sometime soon.
I'll hold you to that, Geralt. See you soon. And thanks again for today.
My people. Just say what you mean, inbreds. Just say it. Just say it. Your currently tracked quest has been changed to the first quest of the Blood and Wine expansion. Yeah, we only recommend starting it if your character level is at least 34. Oh, thanks for changing it to something I can't do for another 15 levels. I remember that being good DLC though. Now I don't even remember what quest I was on. In that sense, you bet some Native Americans sounded British when they learned English, and some Europeans sounded like Native Americans when they spoke their language.
Nice.
There's nothing really. Got oodles of them. Just, if you wouldn't mind not mentioning where you got it. Alright?
Alright. Farewell.
Like how Gandhi spoke English with an Irish accent because he had an Irish tutor. I suppose that tracks. Alright.
Get out,
You didn't know that, but sure. Yeah, that's just something I heard. Random. Random tidbit of information there. Let's talk to Yennefer about the cataclysm. The site of the magic cataclysm. More like there's going to be a magic splataclysm in my pants. If you know what I mean. And I think you do.
Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion.
Because I painted a very vivid picture.
It had destroyed a vast swath of forest.
You had an elementary school teacher with such a strong southern accent that after 3 months with her, your parents thought you needed speech therapy. Well, you probably do after having an accent like that.
Who helped break down the Druid's resolve.
Nobody likes southern accents.
What is it?
You're clearly a fighting man with many journeys neath your belt. I'm in need of your help. You see, it's me Sonny. I'm worried. Left home a fortnight back and hasn't returned. Will you see this?
Agreed.
Would you mind?
Well, you would agree.
Where should I look for your son?
East of here. It's the ruins of the fortress. He went there with some rogues from Pharaoh. Met him at the tavern. They filled his head with nonsense about some treasure. I said, Sonny, Pharaoh folk are liars to a man. You shouldn't fraternize with them. But he knew better.
How'll I recognize him? All I know is he doesn't listen to his father.
You think a Jersey accent is a southern accent?
His name's Olve.
Well, it is to Orion.
Bit of a lisp. Nothing special about his looks. Except last I saw him, he was wearing a yellow tunic. Lovely.
Though New York is worse.
Got it from me a year back on his birthday.
That ought to do it. I'll look around. No promises, though.
I think we need to start upping Orion's tea dosage. He's getting bashful. You still don't have a New York accent even after 13 years. You're not trying hard enough. I've got a New York accent, but hey, I'm walking here. Hey, I'm fucking talking here. You fucking piece of shit douchebag. Hey, paisano. Just do that. You're entitled. You've lived there 13 years. You just say, if talking to an NPC that's right outside, it would be nice if they invited you to the house.
That's it, Roach.
That is so true. I'm glad you think of the best. You think of the best observations, Darksec. That's a really good point. Really quite rude of them.
Right, Roach.
Someone clip that. Just sound like a Mario Bro from the cartoon. Well, where did you think my only source of what Americans sounded like was from as a kid.
Stench.
It's funny to see all the Americans from Peep Show are Canadian. That is quite funny, I didn't think about that. But that is very true. Because we can't tell the difference. One is as good as another, for the purposes of British television.
Jennifer of Vengerberg is a common thief.
Control yourself, Druid.
That's true of like Scottish and Irish though, in America I would say. You guys have trouble differentiating.
Just one small problem.
Obviously not all of you, but
Once used, the mask
that's what I've
is
heard.
rendered completely
That's what I've
worthless.
noticed.
Not to mention the risk you'll bury us alive, and all the Isles with us.
But yeah, definitely I struggle to tell the difference between Canadian and American. Certainly. Unless it's a very pronounced Canadian accent. Then I'll be able to tell. If they say saw, yeah. You wouldn't say that, but Welsh and Scottish is quite different though as well. But that's fair enough. Yeah, Welsh is nothing like Scottish. Yeah, thank you, Toxic. But yeah, when you're not from here and you're not keyed into all the differences, you'll probably just be hearing it as, well, it's not English, so it must be, you know, either Ireland, Wales or Scotland, and your brain's just gonna guess at one, I guess.
Barry, what are you talking about?
She's not told you? Might have expected as much. The myth is that Ouroboros created the mask when the envious seas swallowed his beloved. Unable to bear the prospect that he would never again see his betrothed, Ouroboros made the mask, which would allow him to peer into the past.
If they're speaking Welsh or Gaelic, you couldn't tell.
So he waited.
They both do that phlegmy thing. Welsh is a lot more phlegmy, I would say.
Became unbearable. When the sea learned of the mask, it was quick to respond. It made known its threat that whosoever used the mask would bring the sea's wrath down on them. For in vengeance, the sea
Irish
would
is audibly
rise
different than
and flood
Scottish,
all
but
the lands
there are that many Welsh performers who make it big here with their original accents. You've just got to study the accent for a little while, and you'll soon tune in. Gavin and Stacey is a good, you know, study for that.
Where do you get this mask?
Sailors from Clan Dimon pulled it from the sea, near the Njord Trench.
Yeah, but how can you be sure this is Ouroboros' mask?
Its appearance is exactly as described in the myths.
You believe the myths?
Only ignorant fools belittle their significance. Besides, it's not the myths that are on trial here. It's the thief.
Epic hat. It really is a good hat.
Theft or no theft, Krach gave us free rein.
First off, this might indeed be his isle, but we, the druids, watch that no alien magic takes hold here. Secondly, after the cataclysm occurred, Krach turned to us for help and trusted this site to our care. Third, what was that? No, Yennefer's used the mask. Quickly, follow me!
What's the crock? If it wasn't for Rob Brydon, you wouldn't know that's how the accent is supposed to sound. Rob Brydon, yeah, good example. But he changes his voice a lot, so you gotta be careful with Rob Brydon.
Great.
Just watch that show with Joanna Page from Gavin and Stacey, where she like makes animals better. She heals sick animals. She has a very strong Welsh accent. All Welsh actors change their voice around. It's a tricky accent. That's not true. But a lot of them do, though.
What was that?
How would I rate the combat in this game?
I saw the Foglets. I meant how'd they get here?
The power of the mask summoned them.
Decent. Decent. It's not like amazing, but it's not terrible. Serviceable. 7 out of 10.
The past, but only in certain places. Places where past events left a strong magical imprint. Take it.
Want me to wear it?
Yes. I'll cast a spell that will let me see through your eyes.
This game is much more about the story, really.
This way. Already found the first.
Crafty people. Not all Welsh people are changing their accent constantly. That's just not true. I know what you mean though, like Anthony Hopkins, Richard Burton, people like that don't always sound as Welsh. And then some people in some parts of Wales, they don't even sound that Welsh at all to me either. They just sound like English. So
put on the mask. We don't have time.
yeah, unless it's a thicker accent, it can be hard to tell, I guess. That's not the mask. Oh wait, is it in my pocket? Okay. Gotcha.
Geralt, stop dawdling. Don the damned mask.
Yay. Smoking.
What's that? A portal?
Two people
Somebody
emerged
stop
from it.
me.
The woman was Ciri.
How can you know?
The way she
Put on the mask, it's not 2022 anymore, babe.
Let's find the
2020,
next spot.
sorry, I fucked the joke up. Read it wrong. I was so amused by it, I couldn't even say it. accents that make it over here are softer versions of what we hear. Yes, yeah, it's certainly very true. Even in England, they didn't put on Limmy's show because his Scottish accent was deemed too hard to understand for English people, which I think is unfair. So I can imagine in America you don't get to hear the strongest of the accents. And a lot of times you hear American people do their interpretation of what those accents sound like as well, which isn't always correct. Deemed too Scottish, yeah. You wouldn't have thought that. Well, you see, because BBC has like different regional versions of its channel, so there's like a BBC Scotland, because you need a separate channel for Scotland. They're not allowed to have English shows. It's very fucking weird. To be honest.
What was that?
A magic explosion of some sort. So powerful that even the echo was dangerous.
I think it comes it comes from like the day when
weren't harmed. I saw them escape.
It comes from the pre-digital days, basically. I think it's for like signal reasons.
Place is creepy.
More than it is for keeping us all separated. But they did have like separate programs and stuff in Scotland. So there was a kind of cultural divide. Scottish segregation. Well, it wasn't just Scotland, I think. It was probably... Actually, no, maybe it was just Scotland. No, there's a BBC. There's a Welsh BBC as well, isn't there? There's got to be.
Well, ready?
And presumably a Northern Ireland one. I don't watch TV very much, guys, so I'm not confident on any of this stuff anymore. They still have Gaelic and Welsh language ones as well. Yeah, they do, yeah. Gaelic, yeah. Gaelic. They're both Gaelic, aren't they?
Someone chased Ciri. See that? Might have wounded her.
She escaped through another portal.
Or maybe it is Gaelic.
Magic residue trail leads to Velen.
Any chance you can figure out where Ciri's companion fled?
There's loads of English regional ones as well. Yeah, that's true. But they're not like completely different programs and stuff. They're just basically the same thing. Maybe like the news is different. We have regional news based on our regional like versions.
Don the mask.
Maybe. Or is that ITV I'm thinking of? Shit. No one watches TV these days. Yeah, the news is different, yeah. The news in your area is always the best news, isn't it?
Nice fight.
One repelled the other with powerful magic, then fled through a portal.
A mage?
Most likely. It's Ciri's companion and the one who wounded her.
How do you know?
I don't. Making an educated guess.
You would say that, oh. No, it's not true, is it? The news is always worse when it's in your area, because it's always bad news.
Maybe something left of the one who got hit by the spell.
It's clearing up.
Hermione must be getting a handle on the weather.
I do remember that being annoying actually, because I think if you were watching HD, you'd get like London news, but if you wanted your news, you'd have to go to the standard definition version of the channel. Because they didn't do HD for every region. I'm not sure if that's still the case.
sure as hell shouldn't be angry. He agreed to help us.
When he learns what's happened here,
Stop panicking. Here's your mask.
it is worthless. It's an unwieldy ashtray at best. I hope you've learned something useful at least.
Very.
I'm talking to Geralt. You I'll deal with later. So,
This guy's got like a Northern Irish accent, hasn't he?
Got a feeling we found something interesting. Just need to examine one more thing.
Even now, most channels are potato quality. Yeah.
Something's pinned under that tree. Can you...
I can.
On Freeview, yeah.
Armor's clean. No blood, no sword nicks.
Ah, good old Freeview.
What do you call it?
Vaporized him.
exquisite. The armor, though the workmanship's unfamiliar.
Those were the days.
Can't even tell where it's from.
Probably because it belonged to a rider of the Wild Hunt.
What? So it's true? The Wild
You watch
Hunt?
New Mexico News, Atlanta News, and CTV, and read BBC. Oh, what's here? Yeah.
They want?
They're looking for Ciri.
But why?
It's a long story that involves the Elder Blood, Ciri's abilities.
Did she, perchance, inherit
As long as
her
it's good
mother's
sources,
skills?
that's all that
Ciri
matters.
can do much more than her mother could. But right now, we're much more interested in what the Wild Hunt was doing on Hindarsfjall.
Well, it happened at least a fortnight after the cataclysm struck here on Ard Skellig. The raids raided Lofoten at dusk in a blizzard. Itself a strange occurrence for that time of year. The islanders sent the wraiths. They barged into their huts, killed anyone who resisted.
Canadian news has been fascinating lately. What was I going to say
Anyone
recently?
survive? A dozen or so
My
women
brain converted
and an
that.
old man.
Next stop, Hindarsfjall.
I'll meet you on the beach near Lofoten.
Wait, can't we go together? Right now?
But you detest being teleported.
Don't exactly like potions either, but I drink them when I have to.
You also drink them when there's no need at all. Very well. Let's go. Stay close to me.
Nothing to see up here.
Inform me once you've learned anything new.
There's a politician named Vermin Supreme. He looks like that guy.
Quite a few years since I was last on Hindarsfjall. But if I remember correctly, Lofoten should be this way. Raised huts and fresh graves. This must be it.
Gathering of some kind.
You're not wrong.
There's no good time to talk about the Wild Hunt.
Maybe politician is being generous. Yeah, it seems generous based on my Google search, but it's your choice of words, not mine.
Ritual of some kind. We'll have to wait.
We'll do no such thing. Dear sisters, pardon the interruption, but we've an important matter to discuss.
Can you not see we're commemorating the dead? So?
And we're looking for someone who's still alive. Please, this is urgent.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is like we're in Viking Island right now, aren't we?
We're looking for a young woman.
Viking Island, Greece.
Ashen hair, green eyes.
I'm sorry. She's not here.
Unless she lies in a grave. That is, I do not recall one by that name. But I've buried so many, I may have forgotten.
This Ciri, has she a scar here on her cheek?
Yes, what happened to her?
I don't know. Saw her but for a moment, right before...
Saw her
before
butt for a moment.
She was in the stables with Craven. 1,000 curses upon him.
This Craven you mentioned, does he have a name?
He did. Until the elders struck him from the saga of ancestors.
It's as if he has ceased to exist.
Nice.
The lore forbids anyone
Yeah,
from
I mean,
touching him, speaking to him.
must have been quite the
even
sight.
uttering his name.
What did he do to deserve that?
He fled from the wild hunt. He alone.
We need to talk to him, even if it's not in keeping with your customs.
That's why she recognized her.
He went to the garden to fight Morkvarg.
Morkvarg. What's that?
Who, you mean?
The vilest man ever to inhabit Skellige. Nothing was ever sacred to him. He attacked his own clan's lands, took gold from Nilfgaard, killed children, pregnant women.
Know the type.
They said he feared only one thing, the wrath of the gods. Morkvarg sought to prove how wrong they were, so he sailed to Hindisfjall to ransack the goddess's garden. This was over a decade ago.
Archpriestess Ulva stood in his way. He thrust a blade between her ribs and cast her down in the mud. As her lifeblood left her, she cursed him, and Morkvarg transformed into a beast.
A curse? A monster? You've got some work to do.
I can get rid of Morkvarg. Don't know what he's turned into, but a silver sword should do the trick.
It's not that simple. There have been those who have bested Morkvarg, yet he always returns.
So, it's a complex curse.
That's why they call him Morkvarg.
Information.
I understand.
Because there's always more Gvarg.
Speak with Toredar's son, Einar. He was in the garden when Morkvarg and his men attacked. He saw what happened. Of all the pilgrims there at the time, he alone escaped with his life. He settled in Larvik. You'll find him there at the landing, provided he's not out to sea when you arrive.
Wait, Larvik, that's a real place, isn't it? That's in, like, Norway.
Where is this holy garden?
Not far from here. North. We cultivated healing herbs there once.
And now?
Now we walk only as far as the tree the goddess planted. We place our offerings and make our pleas before it.
Those who venture below remain in the garden forever.
Thanks for your help.
I understand you intend to enter the garden. I dislike it when foreigners enter the sacred grounds, but so be it.
Custom demands pilgrims make an offering of their own blood before the tree. Craven surely did so. Unless he lacked not only courage, but respect for Freyr as well.
You needn't worry about us. Geralt and I always give the gods the respect they are due.
Monsters.
Right.
My gran told me about you.
Worried this trail might have gone cold.
Even if Craven's dead, we'll manage. Hey, Geralt, come back.
The money. Oh, discharge. Do we like discharge? I think we do. Right. I didn't mean to put it there though. Sure. There we go. It's an unfortunate name. It really is. Not as unfortunate as the Ceaseless Discharge from Dark Souls, but still pretty bad.
How exactly?
You'll see when the time comes.
You could stand to be nicer sometimes.
I suppose. But then I wouldn't be the woman you fell in love with, would I?
Yes, the Ceaseless Discharge and the Gaping Dragon. Match made in heaven.
A bite. Just one morsel. One piece. A crumb. Food. Food. Shite. Not again. Not again.
Guessing that's Craven.
He doesn't seem happy to see us.
I thought Craven was like a Tarzan guy.
So, where shall we start?
Sort of safari Tarzan.
Plan to bleed yourself for the goddess?
Not necessarily, but Craven did. We just might pick up his scent. Craven was here. Look, the impression. Kneeled down on one knee and cut himself to make the offering.
Or it could be John Craven.
No. I may be
creator of Newsround,
but I don't have superhuman senses. Like you.
Which is why you should stay.
Gaping Dragon could beget Ceaseless Discharge.
You'd be like a
ball and chain.
Is the name not a play on Craving? Because that bloke was starving. It could be.
Fine.
Oh, I like the way you're thinking.
If the need arises, I can cast spells from up here.
Fine. See you later then.
Don't get hurt. Remember, I need you if I'm to find Ciri. Oh come, I was just teasing. Fool. I need you. Period. Better?
She would say full stop.
Better.
She wouldn't say period. People with that accent don't say period. Full stop. Unless we're talking about, you know, that which shall not be named.
Craven's blood, flowing profusely, trails clear, should lead me to him.
No, she said she doesn't want to be pregnant. That's fair. She could probably just do like a spermicidal spell. Geralt doesn't sound British, so he'd be like, what's a full stop? Like Geralt's a gruff American. Clint Eastwood kind of guy.
Light prints. Craven trod carefully.
Make my day, punk.
Come on.
Monster tracks. Running. Chasing something. Looks like Morkvar got bored of sneaking around and attacked.
Monster trucks. We need to find that big Giant versus Hogan.
Craven's blood.
WCW. Monster truck shit.
Craven's blood. Craven's blood.
Monster trucks create monster tracks, that's true.
Door won't budge.
Very true.
Craven must have blocked it, or it's just locked. Gotta go round.
Aw, Geralt. Oh, there's a way. There's got to be a way there. No. Does not compute. This was Skyrim, that'd totally be doable. Right, that's not working for us. I'd be better off trying to climb up that one though, but that's not happening, is it? You could... A man could totally climb that. So surely a Witcher with enhanced mutant strength would be able to. Oh. This looks promising. Did I say something that warranted a smirky face? Teenage Mutant Witcher Turtles. I would watch that. Geralt in a half shell. When I was a kid and that was on TV, it was called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. The original show. I don't know. You're probably not old enough to remember that ever being on television. But
can't cross that. Gotta go down.
it used to be called, yeah,
sluice.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. I'll never let that go. Apparently there was some sort of panic over the word ninja. So it's TMHT, yeah. For some reason in the UK, yeah, it was different. And then they gave up on that and were like, nah, fuck it. Back to normal. Oh wait, I see. Let's see what that was for now. I remember thinking TMNT, the 2003 one. I remember thinking that was better when I was a kid.
Symbol of Freya. Untouched. No sign of feeding. Morkvarg doesn't devour his victims. Strange.
We have a real issue with using the original title.
It grew back. It always grows back.
Starting to envy you.
Wish to.
So I didn't realise the internet would exist. Yeah, it's true.
If I have to, I'm all ears.
Warriors came. They knew they could not kill me. So they laid a trap. Chained me down.
You remind me of my favourite Digimon, Wergurumon Black.
Know what I did? I bit my leg off to free myself. Every bite brought pain, and howling, I vomited blood.
Mm-hmm. Biting off your own limbs hurts. Who would have thunk?
You don't understand. This was more. My mouth burned like swallowing fire.
This man is not black.
All inside me was
no, that's fair.
Felt I would die, but I did it, and then I shredded them, dashed them to bits, made tiny crumbs of those plowing heroes.
Your story have a point. We're just doing some chest pounding.
The moral is you cannot kill me. Cannot stop me. I'll not be bound. Break any fetters. curse. Free me, or I'll return to get you again.
Oh. You go as far as to say the guy isn't technically a human.
Willing to talk now?
Yeah, he's kind of transcended that at this point.
Is the curse. Makes me bite, scratch, mangle, till I drop. You've got time before the blood's gone from me, and I return. Listen, carefully. Undo the curse. Free me.
Bigs himself up and he was the worst.
I will
Sure.
reward you.
What a pussy.
So, no joy in being a werewolf?
Nay. It's the worst. Not the garden to which I'm bound, even. But the hunger. Anything I devour returns to ash.
The candle etiquette in this room is appalling.
I cannot drink, yet I bloody live and roam and prowl. The hunger is terrible.
Werewolf's only supposed to be around on a full moon.
I bite my
Yeah, but
flesh,
this is clearly some really bad version of the curse.
smallest morsel burns
Because they're not supposed to be immortal.
throat like boiling tar.
Everlasting hunger. Classic as curses go. Goes to explain why all those corpses went untouched.
Help, or I'll return to shred you, rip you limb from limb.
See what I can do.
See and do, or I shall return.
Feed him.
See if we can do this the easy way. Morkvarg, of my own free will, I offer you this fare. Now dig in.
Won't turn to ash.
Won't know until you try. Come on, a spoonful for Daddy.
Fuck! This shite again!
That's it.
Farewell.
See you soon.
Hey, can you hear me?
Geralt, you scared me.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
I hope not. Let me know once you find Craven.
Damn. Dead. Has been for a while. Yen, found him.
And?
And I've seen rot fumes in better condition than this.
Shit. Fine, scrape together what you can and haul the bits up here.
Take it you've got a plan?
No, I just like to stare at rotting flesh. We'll talk when you get here, all right?
That's Yen. Charming as ever. Come on, someone wants to meet you.
Putrefaction set in. But the vocal cords are intact. We might still get something out of him.
Doesn't look like the talkative type.
Anyone can be made to talk. Even a corpse. One must simply know how.
Thought necromancy was strictly forbidden.
So is premarital sex. But I'm not about to be bothered by such foolishness.
Need any ingredients for the spell?
The blood of a newborn, a virgin's tongue, and the eye of a newt.
Mind trying again without the sarcasm?
I don't need a thing. I'm a sorceress, not a village herbalist. All I need is energy. A great deal of energy. We're very lucky this place is saturated with magic.
It's also considered sacred. Priestesses will be furious if you use the garden's power to revive a corpse.
All the more reason to get it over with before they realize what's happening.
Let's get to work.
Selene, Selene, Dufresne! Selene, Selene, Davidar!
Are you Craven of Lofoten?
No, I have a name. I am Skull.
You died in battle. You've recovered.
Geralt, this is not the time to cheer up a corpse. A young woman,
Oh.
ashen hair, green eyes. What happened to her?
She's wise. They cursed me.
I don't care about that. What happened to her? What was she doing here? Speak!
No.
Speak! Speak!
She fell almost drowned.
Help me. Help us both.
Ciri,
Zirel, can you hear me?
I can.
I must leave you now. We will meet beneath drowned dead rock. Can you remember? Repeat it.
Drowned. Dead rock.
You're awake. And I thought you'd...
Where am I? And who are you?
It's all right. You're on Hindersfjall, village of Lofothen. They call me Skjal.
But how'd I... What?
We fished you out of the sea. Me and that friend of yours.
Help me stand.
I don't think you should...
Less talk, more giving me a hand.
Ah, that's me brother for you. Out of sight for a second, and he's already put his paws on a girl.
Astrid, you're as dim as dishwater. You know perfectly well I'm helping her up.
It's a shame, I know, but I've got to interrupt your courtship. Come, we're off to the sauna.
Where?
Why's your mouth agape like you're noodling for an eel? The sauna. Girl, you was blue as a whale when we brought you in here. Your blood needs thawing.
I'm sorry, but I must get to Drowned Dead Rock as fast as possible.
Shan't force you to stay. But the rock's a ways off and you can barely walk. You'd best take a horse.
True. Skjal can prepare a horse for you. You'll have to wait a spell, but even so, you'll get there faster than on foot.
Fine, that'll do. Thank you both very much.
Pish posh, there's no need. Now come, we gotta sweat the sick out of you.
Where are my clothes?
I've taken them already. Come on. That man in the mask, he's from afar, isn't he?
Oh yes, from very far away.
Where exactly?
Aren't you nosy?
Surprised? Been sitting in this fish puddle me whole life. I'd love to travel like you.
Like me? No, you wouldn't like that. Trust me.
Good. Means your muscles are working. And mind the string don't catch on your nose. Ah! I know!
All right. In you go and get out of those rags.
All of them?
I should think so. Let's go. Getting goose pimples. Finally. I was so worried you'd... Ah, Mum, you always worry. Everything's fine, ain't it?
Yes, it's fine.
Good. That's good. What's on your thigh, child? Not a bruise.
This.
You never know when it's going to happen, Orion. That's
It's a tattoo.
that's the thing that's going to keep you hooked into the plot, I think.
No, it means that I was young and drunk. And it happened. At least it's not terribly visible.
I like it. Wouldn't mind one myself. Here, right above me rear.
Ack, you need a man, girl. Get more foolish every spring. Here we are gabbing away. Steam's gone. Gotta douse the coals.
Say, back home, have you got saunas too?
You know, I don't really have a home. I'm a traveller.
Ah, that's right. Where was your ship headed?
Ship?
We fished you out of the sea. We thought you were in a shipwreck.
Yes, my ship. We set sail from Novigrad.
And what brings you to Skellige?
I'm here looking for someone.
Not your betrothed, I hope.
Why?
It'd break Skjal's heart. He's head over heels for you, girl. Sat at your bedside all the day, staring like he was painted by a master.
Astrid, I asked you not to tell her.
Oops. Well, now the milk's spilt. Do you fancy Skjal?
To be honest, I prefer women.
Aye. Now we see. The Skald sings true. Love bears many guises.
Listen, it's lovely sitting here with you, but I really must go now.
I understand. Who'd want to stay in this hole? We're all related 3 times over and the air stinks of fish.
I can't see how you're related to anyone here. No one in Lofoten groans and bitches quite like you do. Sit down and be quiet. Child, Skjald's certain to have readied the horses by now. But before you go, you ought to take a quick jump in the water. It'll do you good.
I suppose. Why not?
Head through the door and you'll see the pier. Be careful, it's slippery.
Thank you once more.
And once more, there's no need. Gods bless your journey.
Regards to your father.
Wish you luck.
Oh, I should probably get dressed, shouldn't I? That's gotta be what that is.
Storms are coming. Gotta go to your mum.
Oh, you're here. The horses are ready.
As am I. Shall we ride?
Listen, I hope... My sister, she didn't talk any nonsense to you, did she?
No. Except to mention that you fancy me.
What? But I asked her... Besides, it's not... Of course, you are very... But... You know what? Let's ride. You're in a hurry and it'll be dark soon.
I'm not in that much of a hurry. Your first kiss, wasn't it?
Of course it weren't. Aye. Me first.
We don't have much time. But it's enough for you to learn a few things.
Run for your lives!
You stay here! I'll go and...
I can look after myself.
Aww. Cursed to die of a cursed virgin. There wasn't even enough time for a sly one off the wrist. You know, they're actually not that hard to beat.
Right, silly! Don't look back!
Wow. I didn't even realise the objective changed.
What was that?
The Wild Hunt.
Ragnarok? The world's end?
No, not yet. But I must go. They're here for me.
Get on the horse. I'll show you the way to the rock.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can thank me once we get there safe. Let's ride.
Watch out! Ride, silly! Don't look back! Faster! Faster! They're catching up!
Oh.
What became of that creature? Where is he?
Stop!
What?
Saw him and so on, but he sold him.
To whom?
Don't know.
Begone.
Tell them. Clear my name.
Geralt's beard grew.
Begone, I
Waiting
say.
for that to happen.
Yen, let's get out of here. Now.
You needn't ask me twice.
The garden! Our garden! How could you? We helped! And you! Inconceivable!
Now.
Don't you dare try to calm me! We've every right to be furious! Furious! And you will pay for this.
We had no choice. We'd never have learned what happened to her.
Do you really think you're justified? That your hunt for a foreign woman gives you the right to destroy our garden?
I'm
Yeah.
sure it doesn't in your eyes.
I shall make sure all Skellige hears what you did here.
Wait. I did this. I alone. Geralt tried to stop me. I refused to listen.
I might have known. They warned me about you. Sorceresses. None shall open their door to you. None shall feed your hunger, and none shall tend to your wounds.
Yen, you didn't have to do that.
But I wanted to. I'd rather not talk about it. We must focus on what Skal told us.
Key to finding Ciri is that ugly thing Skell saw on the beach. That's what I think. You know, I saw something, or someone who looked just like that.
Where?
In Velen, at a castle until recently ruled by a self-proclaimed baron, now controlled by his right-hand man, Sergeant Ardle.
You must go and get the creature. I don't know. Buy him, kidnap him.
The thing's clearly cursed. Its mind is a jumble. Can't have anything resembling a normal conversation with it.
Grumbling won't get us anywhere. All will be well. A curse, please. Nothing a sorceress and a witcher couldn't handle. Now, tell me.
I really like the way all of the different like quests and storylines in this
never
game
mind.
kind of interweave.
Didn't learn much, though we can be sure Ciri's not in Skellige anymore. Not in Velen or Novigrad either. She's disappeared. Again.
Perhaps we should re-examine what we've learned. We might have missed a clue that would push us forward.
Certainly hope that's the case. Makes me wonder what she's gotten herself into.
Can't even begin to imagine. But we will pull her out of it. Safe and sound. That I promise you.
Ciri's trail in Skellige. We followed it, exhausted the possibilities. Might be time to go back to the continent.
Before you do, there's one thing. It's important.
What's that?
Let's meet in Larvik, at the Warriors' Hall. We'll speak there.
Fine. Larvik. See you there soon.
Thank you. For that, and for your help in the garden. I'd not have managed without you.
It was nothing.
Geralt, you know me. I'm rare to praise, but when I do, it is sincere.
All right.
Let's go. Whoa!
You best take that back. It's a trial sacred ground. The gods will never forgive you for this.
You ain't welcome here, wench.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Var Ipsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Var Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
They know what happened to him?
The locals say they last saw his ship off the coast of Hindisfjall. Then a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
So he's probably fish food by now.
Not necessarily. I must learn what became of him.
Why? Do you know him?
No. It's not the mage who interests me. It's his djinn.
All right. So what exactly do you expect me to do?
You must help me find this djinn. I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
Fancy a pint when you're done.
Well, yes, I think.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
Look.
got me.
Ah! Geralt, over here.
Believe that claptrap about Bran?
Can I have a word?
I serve the goddess and her flock. What can I help you?
You, Svanna. You're about the hero's pursuits. Can outsiders sign up, or is this a closed event?
Freya sees no insiders, no outsiders. Any man can pay her tribute by risking his life in the pursuits. Our races differ from those on the continent. We are beholden to one rule alone. First across the line wins. Sometimes he's the swiftest, other times it is the one who knocks his opponents off their mounts.
Explains the name. There an entry fee?
Courage. If you do not lack it, hang a horseshoe.
Don't lack courage. Time, though, that's another matter. Still might come back. Take care.
The landing's not far.
Not bad.
Last night was sweet.
The ship carrying the gin sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No. Getting in or not?
I am in.
Geralt, how long must I wait? Are you ready to sail?
So I just go over here and sit. I see. There we go.
Not sure this gin thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Assad I cried a Rithorn. Ready. Careful down there. How's your bath? Water warm enough for you? How's it going?
When you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck in the cavern. I'll look inside. Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew. Then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the Jinn. What do we do? Ask for a beautiful house? And a palace? And a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the Jinn? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You learn in due course. Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our Jinn's down there. Found a wreck.
How many fake ships are they going to make me search, realistically?
Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. A man's skeleton. Somebody pinned his skull to the deck with an axe.
A death worthy of a Skelliger.
Clan emblem indicates a Dimmen man, so he was from Pharaoh. Yen, doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Hamai symbols. Longship belonged to Clan Dimmen. Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Hamai symbols. Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Hamai symbols.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the Golden Dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me. Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. Let's see what it is.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I should cast another spell to see through your eyes. Now relax. Aisu foltja beidem ein eichte iliveid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it?
Aisu foltja.
No gin here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Something cut this basket exactly in half.
Bears repeating.
Transverse cut through the pelvis. Surgical precision. No conventional weapon can do this, but whatever cut the basket probably could. Transverse cut through the pelvis. Surgical precision. No conventional weapon can do this, but whatever cut the basket probably could.
This quest is weird.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the gin.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2...
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this gin?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then return to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it. This is about my last wish.
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like two strangers.
Alright.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see? We're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Women.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship.
I hope Triss doesn't find out about this.
Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life. Mystery of mysteries, Agnes of Glanville. Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Elemental Empires by Giambattista. Mage must have slept here. Nothing interesting here. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
What a nice song.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the djinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame djinn, rif kaishta en gaia, kaishta et displair, gevired me castle.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places?
You know, I didn't know genies look like this. I thought a genie was like a blue guy. Old man tired of yelling, fights Clyde.
Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a djinn can remove another djinn's spell. Remove this one and
I thought it
you'll
was
be free.
Dan Castellaneta. As long as no one thinks it's Will Smith, that's the main thing. Our knowledge of Jin is atrocious. I know Jin. He's my favourite character in Tekken.
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Feel any better?
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't need to play tough for me. That was a hard fight. Maybe not as hard as the last time we tamed a djinn, but still.
No comparison, I'm afraid. Half of Rind suffered then. Now I'm merely a bit tired. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
You thought I was going to make an untoxic joke, so this is already going better than expected. Do you mean gin and tonic? Or is gin and toxic special cocktail that he concocted?
Well, I never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps.
Tonic. Clearly you took one word more than the other.
That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Jin might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
It's okay to love Triss in Velen and
what was that?
Can't be all sweetness
and Yen here in Skellige, isn't it?
And that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
But
it was in a way.
Different countries.
Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while. My, it's lovely.
Think the spirits of Skellige favor us.
For Ryan Ginger. I prefer champagne.
next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mount.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima.
More like Orion Ginger.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir.
Ginger, I hardly know her.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Yen, what happened back there?
It was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details.
I'm going to see the Baron. Collect Uma from him, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
Elhag is rooting for me. Lol. I see what you did there.
Beloved, chamomile.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Sin uglier. Story of Professor Moreau to unlock the ability to undergo mutations in Genipads. What? Can I just drop that on me in the menu? The loading screen. Dropping bombs. Some big revelations. Going to the island of Professor Moreau or something. See what level is this quest that I'm on? 19. So it looks like we're about right.
How can I help you?
What are you selling? What's good? Take care now.
Who may I assist you?
Need some armor.
Oh man, that's really high.
So long. Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma. Gonna take him with me.
Believe you meant to say you've come to ask my permission to take him. I am in charge now, so...
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you. You can try to stop me. But then I'll bring your enlightened reign to an end. An abrupt and premature end.
Damn.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
You sure as hell should be.
Fine. Cripple's not
Geralt's going hard.
See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly. I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
Find something else to laugh at. I don't know. Catch some frogs and shove straws up their asses.
Good idea.
That one of your Witcher games?
Witcher version's different. Don't make me show you. Open the door. Now.
Don't do that to frogs.
Hey, little guy. This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on. What the? Quit playing around. Let's go. Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts. What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
And the Third Army will sweep in from the west to take Ban Glin.
If I may, Your Imperial Majesty, our spies report that the garrison at Ban Glin consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then.
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish. At once!
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
No courtesies needed? Perfect. But remember, I'm not your soldier, or page, or dog, so don't give me any orders.
Would you prefer I order my guards? Look around. I need only beckon.
Geralt.
Now report.
Ciri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I give you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this monstrosity? I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult task, I know this. What of it? Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse. Someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Fali, Gladiv Dorn Eptened, Vandro Ithne Iacus. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
The details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
Fine.
This audience is over. Till the next.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Oh, there, Roach.
Forktails this close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
Quite a while.
Too long.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forktail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Yennefer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Yen's here already?
And how?
Huh. You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you, jumps right into a we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. Then she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Through the bed, off the balcony.
So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
Mm-hmm. And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
Right guys, I think I'll leave it here for now. Hope you've had a good time. I'll catch you all on the flip side. See you later.